Hello and welcome to a quick video on camp tech points. In this video, you will learn how to get tech points, what they're used for, how to use them, and also what they mean as a whole for your camp. First, we're going to go over what these three sections are, and then we'll get into how to get tech points and how to use them. So technology R&D. This is where you will spend your tech points. You'll see in here a tech selected by your mayor or by your tech officer, and this tech is essentially the one that your camp is trying to focus on right now. You'll notice that you can't place your tech points in this tech from this screen. What you'll have to do is go into the category that you can find that tech in and place your technology points there. But you'll be able to find it easily by looking for this star and this emblem around the tech. So Fried Fish Master is a nature tech, so we'll go in here and you can easily see that this is where Fried Fish Master is. All you would do is press and hold place technology points. We're going to hang on to a couple just to use them as an example later. My config, this is where your mayor or your tech officer is going to set tech every day. Every camp is going to do this different. We have a rotation that we use, like a weekly schedule, but it's going to be different depending on what camp you're in. Now you'll also notice these slots over here, depending on what type of camp you have and what level their type upgrade is, you'll have the option to have up to 5 personal techs. And these personal techs don't cost anything, so all you would do to use these is hit deployment change, select one of these empty slots, so I'll disable contribute for now, and you can see any personal tech that your camp has unlocked with technology points can be slotted here. I like contribute, so that's what I'm going to use. And like I said, you can have up to 5, so these can be really helpful depending on what you do. So you can have, watering can increase the growth speed of plants. Turbulent Gear, Tex Brandon will sell climbing ropes and cracked batteries, so if you go to Turbulent City a lot, this might be useful because you can get extra supplies. And these only affect you, so you can slot whatever you'd like in here. Depending on your camp's type, you will have a different number of certain types of tech that can be slotted. So let's go back to the first screen, and we'll talk very quickly about different types of tech. So there's 3 main categories. Nature focuses mostly on farming and gardening and cooking, the camp canteen, contribution points, things of that nature. All of these tech are going to improve your gardening capabilities, increasing efficiency, output, speed, making weather not affect your crops, things of that nature. Military tech is primarily PvP focused. It adds a lot of different bonuses for defending your camp, bonuses for going into Turbulent City, PvP bonuses for Charlestown, and things of that nature. Work more, get more is probably one of the only... Get one additional chance. Yeah, there's one tech in here that lets you enter Turbulent City an extra time. I also have that one. Big Brother's Vision, that's really strong. And as you can see, they're separated by different camp period. So we're actually a post-industrial period, but this section is locked until it'll say here, sends 3 tech at a higher level. That means that we need to unlock 3 tech at another stage before we can actually start putting tech points into these. So that means we would have to unlock these and probably this one as well, or one of these 2. Industry tech, this is going to focus on production, so crafting, and basically bonuses for your crafting stations in downtown. So you can see like weapon store crafting, Julie Wang will produce reagents and crystals for your camp. Camp members can also craft mechanical materials. So while this tech is active, you can actually craft an extra mechanical material per day at the weapon store. And it also gives the mayor the ability to send out reagents daily to different members, depending on how long this tech is active. So those are the 3 categories, and let's just talk very quickly about type upgrades. Type upgrades don't really do a whole lot. The only thing that these actually do is increase the number of tech that you can have active at once. So we're a military camp, we have the highest level, so military territory. And what this allows us to do is deploy up to 5 military tech. So we currently have 2, that's these 5 slots here. You can see they're color coordinated. And then this means that we can have up to 5 tech from any category. So even if we're not a nature camp, we can still run nature and industry tech, and we can have up to 5. Your type upgrade is just going to be like if you need a certain number of any tech from a certain category, you'll want to switch to that type. And as you can see, not all of these are fully upgraded like this. We need some resources for this, but we don't really use industry tech all that much, so we're not industry or nature tech all that much, so we don't really focus too much on these. Now, how do you get your tech points, and what's a good analogy for them? Well, I like to think of them as skill points, because essentially all of these tech can be thought of as a skill for your entire camp. It's a passive buff, if you will. In most screens in the game, there will be this lowercase I in brackets. This is an information panel. It's going to talk about whatever screen you're looking at. It can be a little confusing because some of this doesn't get translated very well, and also there are definitely times where things get cut off at the end because the developers decide to not quality test some things. Let's make do with what we can, because most of these screens will give you about 80% of the information that you actually need to understand the system. Let's look at this. Right now I have 1,477 tech points. That's my total that I have stored right now. These both say current tech points, but this is not accurate. This means current tech points that you've gained today. So I can gain up to 600 today, and I've gained 0. There's 3 ways that you can get tech points, and they're very simple, and it's very easy to max these out. Instrument usage, it'll say right here, instrument usage, use the benefits box. Open your camp map, teleport to the camp chest, claim it, and you'll instantly get 20 tech points. That's all you have to do. Item crafting, what this is it says right here, make items in the weapon shop, gear shop, and furniture shop, or make weapons on household construction machines, household grill at home. So this is just item crafting. If you make a gun, you're going to get a lot more tech points than if you make a wooden board or if you cook something. Personal economics, this says there's a maximum of 280 per day. Personal economics, plant or quarry in the garden. This means grow things in your personal farmland, and harvesting them will give you tech points. So that's how you get them. And remember, just look for whatever your mayor is focusing on and place your technology points into that tech, because that's usually going to be the most important thing. If you're not sure, or if the mayor does not have a tech selected, normal members will have an option here to submit their tech points to the mayor. That's how I had 2,000 tech points. A player must have sent them to me, and it will count towards your tech points. In here, it tracks how many tech points you've submitted to the camp in total, and this number will go up whether you put your tech points directly into a tech or if you give them to your mayor. There's no reason to not do that if you don't have a tech selected to focus on. That's a pretty brief explanation of tech points and the tech system in general. I plan on making an entire series about camp management, all of the systems that go into it. So we'll talk about prosperity management, we'll talk about vault resources, we'll talk about camp infrastructure and construction, we'll talk about what all of this means, because at first this could seem a little bit daunting. As always, like, there's a button here that tells you a good amount of information. So that's it for this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment or send me a message in game. I will definitely try to answer them as best as possible. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next Friday. Your tech points. So if you... and I'm stuck. Awesome. And all of these techs that have this little person symbol under them, this little icon, wow. What are tech points? What can you do with them? Tech points are essentially... I'm fucking stuck. I need skill points to unlock new skills. There's a raider outside. Am I just like not able to record this shit today? What the fuck? So when your camp's experience goes up, it will reach a new level. And my fucking cat is talking and I'm just not allowed to fucking record this. So 5 is the maximum for personal tech. And I'm fucking stuck again.